In this video, we take a look at the voice recorder's overridden onCreate, onResume, and onPause activity lifecycle methods. Now, of course, as you recall, onCreate gets called when the activity is first created, and we're going to use that to inflate our layout as well as to grab a hold of references to the key GUI components in the user interface, and also to register listeners for those GUI components. Now, one other key thing we do here at line 66, as we've done in a couple of other preceding apps, is we create a handler which we will be using in this case to update the visualizer view with green lines that represent the intensity of the user's voice throughout the recording process. Now, because we create this from the onCreate method, which is executed as part of the GUI thread of execution, anything that we execute with the handler will also occur in the GUI thread of execution, which is required for anything that's going to modify the on-screen presentation. Now, in the onResume method, we register one additional event handler, or event listener I should say, for the record button, and we did that in onResume because correspondingly in onPause we'll be unregistering that event listener. And the reason we do that is because in the onPause method, when the activity goes into the background, one of the things we're going to do is programmatically change the state of the button, and when you change the state of a button programmatically, it fires the event listener, in this case the onCheckChanged event listener, and we don't want to have that occur when the activity is being placed into the background. So we register the listener in onResume, and we unregister the listener, if you will, at line 84 in onPause. Now, when the activity is sent to the background, if the recorder object, the media recorder, is not equal to null, we remove all the callbacks from the handler for the update visualizer runnable that we'll look at in a subsequent video. That stops the updating of the visualizer view. We clear that view. We change the state of the record button and also of the view saved recordings button as well. We release the media recorder's resources because we don't actually know if the user will ever return to the app, so we acquire those resources as necessary. At line 93 and 94, we set the recording boolean to false and the recorder object itself to null, and then finally, under the assumption that we are in the midst of recording something, we are going to delete the temporary recording file and allow the user the next time they come back into the app to just start recording from scratch.